Hi guys, welcome to my channel and to my journey in beauty, where every video is an adventure in makeup, beauty, and YouTube, and I'm inviting you to come along with me. Today's adventure is very exciting for me. My friend Annette over at Annette's Makeup Corner has created her own tag, and it is called My Makeup Journey Tag. Love Annette. We did a collab recently on a 3 looks 1 palette with the Laura Lee Los Angeles palette, which was a bomb, but the collab was super fun. Annette is extremely refreshing. She's very new on the YouTube scene, but her channel is blowing up like super fast. And it's because she's awesome. She has turquoise hair. She's very frank and honest, and I just love her to death. So let's go ahead and get into this tag. Thank you, Annette, for putting out such a fantastic tag. And if you are a creator, I am tagging you to do this video. I will have Annette's channel as well as her video down in the description box, as well as I'm going to tag a few people as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Number one, how old were you when you started wearing makeup? Really honestly, probably about 13. It was absolutely a no-no from my mama before that. And even at 13, it was more like we were allowed to wear a little blush, maybe a lip gloss, something like that. So 13, but when I really started getting into wearing makeup, which, you know, wasn't foundation, it was like powder, blush, eyeshadow, mascara, and some kind of a, you know, lip gloss mostly, was about 15 years old, which is the time that I met my bestie, and she sort of got me started in it, showed me some application methods. So thanks to you, Jess, because this is all your fault. Number two, have you gone through any makeup phases that you look back on now and think, what the frank was I doing? I don't know. I guess my journey in beauty started recently within the last year and a half here on YouTube, because I have been raising babies and my kids are now 10 and 15, and I'm kind of at that midlife, not a crisis, but a midlife like identity journey, I guess. And so I started watching YouTube and I started wearing more makeup. So my WTF makeup phase was when I literally used the same eyeshadow, quad, blush, etc. for 10 years. You heard me. For 10 years, all I wore was the same eyeshadow, the same blush, mascara, which I did replace regularly, but it was just, you know, just powder, no foundation, no bronzer, none of it. And, you know, it just was what it was. It was, you know, just that stage of life for me. It wasn't a priority. You know, kids, as you know, have needs, and sometimes that means you're not going to do what you want to do. So that's kind of the phase that I went through that I think back now, what the hell was I doing? All right, number three, have you ever been in a makeup rut where you did the same look for a very long period of time? Yes, I sort of just covered that myself. Just in general, I don't know, I love colorful eyeshadow now, so when I think of that, I think back to the days where I literally wore a pink shimmer on the lid, maybe something a little bit darker, like a mid-tone brown or something like that in the crease, and that was it. I definitely had been in a makeup rut for about 10 years prior to starting my journey in beauty here, and thank God I did, because I really, really enjoy makeup now. Number four, what was your first high-end purchase? I actually have it right here, what it was. The Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I do still love this palette. Of course I was attracted to it because of the smell, but I actually went in store to purchase this before I even smelled it, if that makes sense. I was just really attracted to the shades in here. And the packaging, you know, this metal packaging, palettes in general. Like I said before, I really only used like little drugstore quads. So this Too Faced Sweet Peach palette was my very first high-end purchase at Ulta. I clearly remember the day that my hubby took me over there to purchase it, and then followed very closely by my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. Number 5, what makeup items have you repurchased the most, and how long has it been in your rotation? This is kind of a fun one, actually. This is from before my journey in beauty, and it is still a part of my routine. It is the number 7 Perfect Light pressed powder, and I wear the shade medium. I'm gonna spoil a little bit. This is in my current project pan, and this is actually the 3rd one that I'm working on using up. I think it's a nice finely milled powder, but it's very firmly pressed, so you're not wasting any product. It lasts forever, and it looks really nice on the skin. So that is definitely a favorite repurchase. Other than that, I really love this NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. This is my 2nd one. I actually panned the first one because I thought I didn't like it, and through the process of panning it, I figured out that I loved it. So as soon as I finished it up, I missed it in my collection, and I ran right out and replaced it. Plus, it's like $5. Who can beat a concealer for $5? Number 6, what does your family and friends think of your makeup obsession? Well, it would depend on who you ask. All of my family is very supportive of my journey in makeup, as well as my journey in YouTube. I know a lot of my family that is aware of how much makeup I have think it's a little excessive for sure, and it probably is. Like I said, everybody is super encouraging to me. Even my husband, though he does kind of, you know, remind me that I need to pull back the reins a little bit on spending, not because of our financial situation, but literally because it will go to waste. I'm not giving love to certain products in my collection because I have so much, etc. Plus, there's other things in life that we want to do and spend our money on besides makeup. But overall, my family, my friends, my kids, even my son, who could give a crap less about makeup, is always very encouraging to me. Today, he's like, I really like your eye look. I would have never thought to put those colors together, but it really works. I was having some fall vibes today, so I went ahead and used the Subculture palette for that. So I'm just really thankful that everybody is so encouraging to me. Even friends of mine who are not into makeup at all and maybe even don't watch my channel are still very encouraging to me, you know, very complimentary about, you know, the growth that I've made on my channel, not in terms of numbers, but in terms of my editing skills, you know, speaking on camera and organization, and just the fact that I put out 5 videos a week. So I'm just really thankful, and if any of my family and friends are watching this video, you guys are awesome. Number 7, what or who inspires the way you do your makeup? Ultimately YouTube, other creators. I mean, for one, Annette, even though she's a new friend and a new channel here on YouTube, she wears a lot of colorful makeup. She really knows a lot about color theory, as well as I do, because I paint, and she has a history in art as well. So that's always very inspiring to me. I love Lauren May Beauty. I feel like I always learn a lot from her, and because she's an MUA and she's very good at explaining techniques. Who else? LS, I just like her aesthetic, even though it's not mine. She inspires me to step outside of the box. So overall, I just love colorful eyeshadows. And anybody in any channel that does that is really inspiring to me. This is probably the most fun question. Number 8, describe your current makeup style in 3 words. Colorful will definitely be one. I have a really hard time reaching for neutral eyeshadows right now. Just in general, it's it's not easy for me. I would like to say playful. I think my current aesthetic tends to just be really fun and playful and not serious, and I don't know, this is a really hard one. I'm lacking adjectives, I'm thinking, but I do really like it. And I also think that I would call my current style very bold. I do not do, you know, light makeup very often. I mean, maybe if I'm like going to the grocery store or really just gonna be at home and I want some makeup, but not a lot. But in general, you know, my eye looks tend to be a lot more like today, where it's bold and colorful, and it's just fun. For me, it's an extension of my artistic, you know, capabilities, my painting, which I have kind of let fall by the wayside since I started doing YouTube. But so yeah, I think colorful, bold, and playful. Number 9, what pushed you to start your YouTube channel? Honestly, my little sister, Emma, she is Emma May here on YouTube, though she's taking a break from her channel. She's been working on getting married, and she is a full-time chef. But she's really the one that got me into watching YouTube. She started watching YouTube and right away suggested that I do the same. She introduced me to Emily Noel and Jessica Braun, as well as a few other favorite YouTubers. So, you know, we very quickly became obsessed with watching YouTube, and we would talk about the videos we watched. Did you see that? Did you watch so-and-so's video? Did you see that, you know, drugstore product or what have you? And, you know, all the while my wheels were kind of turning about, I think I could do this. I think this would be fun. I think that this would be a creative outlet for me. I think it could give me purpose. For those of you who don't know, I don't work outside of my home because I do suffer with chronic pain and an autoimmune disorder. And so for a long time, I struggled with my identity as an adult because I don't work outside of the home. I don't have a career that is a part of my identity, and I was simply, and not just, but simply, you know, a wife and a mom and a friend and a daughter. And so when I started, the wheels started turning about YouTube, I just started getting excited. It gave me purpose on a daily basis, something to do, people to reach out, and ultimately Emma and I started talking about it, and she's like, let's do it together. And so that's kind of how it all started, and I love it. I have made so many friends here on YouTube as well as on social media, and it's just been amazing and a huge blessing to my life. And as a result, I do think that I am a better wife, a better mom, a better daughter and friend, because I'm so much happier within myself, because I do have a purpose in my life now. Woo, that was a long one. And here is the last question, number 10. Do you think you will still be on YouTube in 3 years from now? I certainly hope so. This is just the beginning of my journey in beauty, and I think it's going to be an everlasting journey. My only regret in regards to my YouTube is that I didn't start it sooner. I am pushing 40 now, and not that there's not a place for women, you know, of a maturing age on YouTube, but I just think, man, I wish I would have started earlier because I could be on YouTube that much longer. But yes, I absolutely see myself to continue to be on YouTube in the next 3 years. My 1 year will be in January around my birthday, so that's coming up, and that's it. Thank you to Annette for creating this fantabulous tag. I really had fun answering these questions. And like I said, if you're a creator and you want to do this tag, please do. Annette has created a fantastic tag here, and I would love to hear any of your answers down in the comments below. As always, I hope all of your makeup days are beautiful makeup days, and I will see you in my next video soon. Bye!